afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Students, we're delighted that you've joined us as well. I want to welcome you to our 2000-2008 Street Smarts Media Kickoff and celebrating the launch of this year's Street Smarts programs. And in particular, we want to welcome you to our launch today of our high school It Happens Street Smarts program. Now, the Valley-wide Street Smarts program has come a long way since its inception 4 years ago. Just this last year, we had our 4th poster contest for elementary school students. We had over 500 parents and students barely fitting into the Doherty Valley Community Center for our awards ceremony and had little room to spare, and we were looking forward to another successful campaign. Our annual video contest for middle school students continues to provide us with innovative, exciting, interactive videos by our middle school students. The last couple of video contests have focused on pedestrian safety and on wearing bike helmets as well. And of course, today we are here for the launch of the It Happens campaign. I have some wonderful speakers up here to talk to you about each of our programs. And so without further ado, I'm going to turn the time over to Mike Shimansky, Mayor of the town of Danville.
Thank you, Candace. Today we launched the It Happens campaign, an interactive driving safety campaign that gives teens the opportunity to talk about their real-world experience on the road as a driver and as a passenger in a vehicle. Each day this week, San Ramon Valley High School students will be watching a 2 to 3 minute video of one of their peers retelling a story about a car-related incident they've experienced firsthand as a driver or as a passenger. Each of these videos will be posted on the It Happens website, www.ithappenstoyou.com. All students at San Ramon Valley High School are encouraged to contribute similar stories on the website. In December, 6 stories will be selected, filmed, and broadcast on the It Happens website. Their peers will then be encouraged to watch each of these stories, vote for their favorite ones, and in doing so, earn reward points for prizes such as an Apple, iPhone, and gift cards. We're excited to have the support of the San Ramon Valley High School for hosting the inaugural launch of It Happens campaign, with special thanks to Mrs. Janet Wilford for making It Happens happen. Now it's my pleasure to introduce a special guest that we have with us today. I've known this special guest since he was 11 years old and since he was on my Little League team when we played at Osage. Since then, this special guest has traveled the country. I happened to be at a Red Cross disaster back in Batavia, Illinois, and happened to see him out there in center field playing for the Kane County Cougars, and there was single A ball. Since then, he's traveled through Tampa Bay, which he also was on the All-Star team, Seattle, and now he makes his home in San Francisco as a Giant. With no further ado, I'd like to introduce Randy Winn.
Thank you. Well, it's definitely an honor for me to come back here. It's been a long time since I've been back here at the high school. A lot of things have changed. A lot of nice new buildings that I didn't have when I was here. But I'm here for a good cause. Talk about teens and driving and this new program that's being launched today. Going back to when I was about your age, sitting over there, when I had turned in my Malibu Grand Prix driving card for my real driver's license, a lot of things have changed. When I started driving, all we worried about was the radio. You'd get behind the wheel, turn on the radio, that's it. Now today, there's so many more distractions. There's cell phones, you got internet on your cell phone, you got text messaging, you got satellite radio, you got GPS. You know, with all those things, those are all distractions. And, you know, giving a forum where kids can get together, talk about the things that they've gone through, I think it's a wonderful idea. The more distractions you have behind the wheel, the higher your chances are for having an accident. Even the best drivers who've been driving for a long time, distractions, it's tough to multitask, to answer your phone and drive, to turn on the radio, to plug in coordinates to where you're going. So it's very important that, you know, there's a forum where kids can get together and talk about these things, where you can understand that the decisions that you make behind the wheel today affect not only you, but affect every other driver on the road. I have a couple examples that stick out to me from when I started driving. When I was, I think, a senior in high school, I was driving to school with a buddy of mine and his sister, and we were sitting right on the corner of Sycamore Valley Road and Camino Ramon. And we were getting ready to go straight over Sycamore Valley Road over the freeway, over 680 there. And a classmate of mine who just got a brand new Mustang. This is back when the Mustangs were a little bit boxy. He had a nice one, I think it was blue. Just got it like the week before. And so we're sitting there getting ready to go, you know, go to school, go to first period. And the light changes, and he comes down Camino Ramon, kind of past where, was that, Navales? Where it used to be. It's not there anymore, is it?
It's back.
It's back? Oh, okay.
And even better.
Oh, okay. So we're at Navales and then the Denny's. So he's coming that way, and the light change, he comes whipping around the corner to make that left to go over Sycamore Valley Road. His car flips over 3 times. And, you know, we recognize him because he had a brand new Mustang. We're like, hey, it was Chad. There he goes. Rolls over 3 times, and his car lands straight up on its wheels. And my heart's racing, and, you know, we go over. He gets out of the car. He looks like he had just seen a ghost. I mean, it absolutely no emotion, but, you know, you could see that all the adrenaline was still going through his veins. And he was lucky, but, you know, looking back on it, not only was he lucky, but every other driver in that intersection was lucky. We were lucky that he didn't roll into us. He didn't hit a pedestrian. Just examples like that make you realize that you really need to focus on what you're doing behind the wheel. And a program like this gives kids an opportunity to talk about these stories, so hopefully they don't happen to anybody else. Thank you.